So while on my healing journey, I have gotten closer to God. Like my bond with God has, we been locked in. I've noticed certain people come into your life, or I come into other people's lives for a reason. I somehow look into it a little bit deeper. Like, first, it was an individual by the name of David that came into my life. This was kind of like in the beginning of my journey, but once David came into my life, I didn't read the book of David right away because, I didn't really think none of it. But once more people with names from the Bible started coming into my life, I started, thinking outside the box. But this happened when I read the Torah. After I read the Torah, the rest of the Bible, and the Quran, then stuff just started lining up. So I pay attention to those small details because it'll let you know where you at on your path, what's to come on your path. But that's just if you believe in spiritual alignment, whatever. What I got from the Book of David was basically he was obedient to God. David was locked in with God. In contrast, Saul did his own thing and did not take time to listen to the Lord's instructions. Even when he did receive them, he did not carry them out fully. So Saul was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. David was 10 toes down. With an army of 600 men, David defended himself against King Saul's murderous jealousy. Saul ended up turning into an op, was hating on David because he was anointed by God. But he was mad at David for the wrong reasons. God had put you on with the same information, put you in a direction put you on the right path, but you was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's why you didn't have anointing on your life. David had an anointing on his life because he was 10 toes down. How you hating on a man that's 10 toes down that got the same instructions that you did, but you decided not to, apply the pressure? That's insane. It say David is described as a young shepherd and harpist whose heart is devoted to Yahweh, the one true God. He gains fame and becomes a hero by killing Goliath. He slayed a giant. David, he slayed a giant, the biggest, baddest wolf on the block, with God's help. You know what that spiritual help do when you obey God. God put you in a position of power, just because you know who's really in power. You obedient to God. It say when the Philistines saw their champion defeated, they fled for their lives. Before this fight, most people would have said David didn't stand a chance. It say, but David showed that with God, nothing shall be impossible. It say, with God's help, you can stand your ground with faith and be triumphant. It say, David flourished in c. 1000 BCE, was the second ruler of the United Kingdom of ancient Israel and Judah. He founded the Judean dynasty and united all the tribes of Israel under a single monarch. His son Solomon expanded the empire that David built. David is an important figure in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Why did God choose David to be a leader? God chose David because he saw that his heart was good. David had a good heart. That's why God chose David. And what I got from that was being obedient to God, anything is possible. And also work on your heart, heal your heart chakra. And if you don't know where to start by praying for God to purify your heart. Start with praying for God to heal your heart, and you shall be delivered. That being said, yeah, stay blessed.